Test, test. Test, test. Good.
Test 1, 2. Good evening, Warrior fans, and welcome to another night under the lights, live from Steve Stahl Stadium in St. Charles, Missouri. You're tuned into the Warrenton Sports Network, and I'm Keith Brown, joined later tonight by Steve McDowell. We've got a conference clash that's been circled on the calendar since August. The Warrenton Warriors taking on the St. Charles West Warriors in a battle of pride, positioning, and playoff implications. Warrenton rolls in with a 3-1 record overall and a perfect 1-0 start in conference play, fresh off a dominant 40-15 win at Winfield. Junior quarterback Christian Blondin lit up last week, throwing for 339 yards and connecting with senior wideout Diedrich Forrest for multiple touchdowns. As I was saying before, junior quarterback Christian Blondin lit up last week, throwing for 339 yards and connecting with senior wideout Diedrich Forrest for multiple touchdowns. Forrest was electric, 8 catches, 268 yards, and a score on the ground to boot. Both players found the end zone through the air and on the run, and they'll look to keep that rhythm alive tonight. But standing in their way is perennial thorn St. Charles West. West's overall record is 1-3 and 0-1 in conference play, but West leads the all-time series 10-5, and they're known for physical play and disciplined defense. Warrenton has taken the last 2 meetings, including a 42-14 statement win last year, but history tells us that this matchup is never easy. Tonight, Warrenton fights to keep its hope alive for a 3rd straight conference title. St. Charles West looks to reclaim bragging rights and shake up the standings. The stage is set, the crowd is loud, and kickoff is moments away. Stay with us. It's Warrenton versus West, and it starts now. Champions aren't just made on the playing field or court. At the Missouri Bank, we bring that same spirit to your finances. Since 1939, the Missouri Bank has been the hometown MVP, serving Warren County and beyond with cutting-edge banking and an old school and integrity. Our mission, to deliver honest service, loyal support, and a rock-solid defense of your financial future. Whether you're chasing business goals or saving for your next big win, we're here to help you score. The Missouri Bank, rooted in community, ready for tomorrow. Before you hit the road to the big game, make sure you're driving something you love. Gastor Chevrolet has you covered. For over 28 years, the Gastor family has been serving Warren, Lincoln, Montgomery, and St. Charles County with honest deals and hometown service. We're not just another dealership. We're the gas source. And the gas source are here full-time, working directly with you on sales, service, and body shop needs. No gimmicks, no hidden fees, just fair prices and a relaxed, friendly environment. From Truesdale to Wentzville, folks drive in for the Gasdorf experience. Shop online, swing by for a test drive, and see why we're built for all seasons. Winter, spring, summer, and fall. Gasdorf Chevrolet, where relationships matter and the customer always wins. Gasdorf Chevrolet, driven by family, trusted by yours. We're about 10 minutes away from kickoff. Let's go through the tail of the tape. So, Warrenton Warriors are coached by Jason Coper, the GAC North Coach of the Year last year. St. Charles West is coached by their longtime coach, Gary Strauss, who once upon a time was also the QB here at St. Charles West. Warrenton records is 3-1 overall and 1-0 in conference play. St. Charles West record is 1-3, 0-1 in conference play. Head-to-head, as we mentioned in the intro, West leads 10-5. Looking at points per game so far this year on this season, Warrenton's averaged 23 points per game. St. Charles West averages 18 points per game. Rushing yards per game, Warrenton averages 144 yards, and we saw them emphasize that a little bit in the second half last week against Winfield. St. Charles West averages 152 yards per game. Passing games per yard, we saw that highlighted last week by Christian Blondin and Diedrich Forrest. The Warriors increased their passing yards per game up to 177 yards per game, where St. Charles West is a little less at 61 yards per game. Quarterbacking for the Warriors is going to be Christian Blondin, the junior. His completion percentage is 55%. He's thrown for 5 TDs and 2 interceptions. For West, Dawson Sikma gets the start. He completes a 49% rate, has 3 touchdowns and 3 interceptions. Defensively, Warrenton gives up 16 points a game, and St. Charles West is averaging 33 points allowed per game. Looking up to next week, St. Charles West will play at St. Charles in their big rivalry matchup. And then Warrenton will be home after 3 weeks of being on the road. We'll play Holt on Friday, October 3rd. So we're ready here for an opening kickoff, and we'll have the coin toss in just a minute. And we'll be back with the opening kickoff. Stay tuned. All right, we're a minute away from kickoff. St. Charles West won the opening coin toss but deferred to receive the ball in the second half. Warrenton will start the first quarter receiving the ball and start on offense first. So, Coach, tell us about this. Kids are used to playing on Fridays, and we're playing on Thursday tonight.
Yeah, it gets you a little bit out of your routine. Sometimes as a coach you might have to adjust, maybe bring them in on a Sunday, just get that a little bit of an extra day. Preferably I always like playing on a Thursday night versus a Saturday, game that you'd have to, because you're still playing underneath the lights. It's still a night game. So, I think it's good, and, having to do this because the official shortage that there is in the area, so teams are, having to move at least one game this year to a Thursday night. So I don't think it affects these kids too awful much by being a night game, and it'll be good for them.
Kicking off for St. Charles West is Nick Bueller. He's got a 54-yard average this season, so we'll see if the Warriors have a chance to return it or not. It's up short and bounces into the end zone. Big Red will start 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Well, hopefully Warrenton can come out fired up like they did last week against Winfield, and have a good first possession.
Yes, sir. Be interested to see if they try to get the air game going again or start on the ground.
Yeah.
They had so much success last week throwing.
Yeah, yes, they did.
Warriors come out in their usual shotgun formation. Tucker in the backfield on the side of Blondin. 2 receiver splits each side of the formation.
Like St. Charles West come out in a 4-3 stack defense.
That's Tucker in the backfield. Empty backfield now. Receivers get set on the left side. Blondin back to pass. Looks left. Pump fakes. Throws across the middle. He's got Locke.
Last week as well, so he had a good job. Good job by the offensive line. Christian had plenty of time to throw the ball.
That's Brody's 3rd reception of the season.
Warriors 43, St. Charles West Warriors.
Handoff to Tucker. He follows the little guard. Up for about a gain of about 6 on that play.
Good job on the left side that time, moving some guys along.
West tackled by the front line.
2nd and 5 for the Warriors.
2nd down and 5 from the 38.
They break the huddle this time. 2 runners in the backfield behind Blondin. They hand off to Hernandez. Hernandez breaks the tackle, gets up close to a first down.
That's a nice run that time. He tried to bounce outside and wasn't done nothing there and cut it up. Made a good gain on there, get a good first down.
Sigma on the tackle there for St. Charles West.
1st and 10 from the West 32.
Two receivers on each side of the formation. This time, Tucker in the backfield behind Blondin. Screen to Forrest over on the right side, and he's tackled for a loss there. Beckett Anderson with the tackle for West.
That was a good play by Anderson that time. Fought off the block of the Warrior, the receiver, and come and made a nice play.
2nd and 11.
Two runners in the backfield, one wide out on each side. Van Poel in the slot. Blondin keeps it, pitches it to Tucker. Ball's on the full field, and Tucker is able to fall on it and gather it back for Warrenton. Actually, they're going to rule that an incomplete pass. Not a lateral, but an incomplete pass.
I'll be darned.
He must have been even with them.
Must have been, yeah. Well, that's a good break for Warrenton right there.
3rd and 11 now for the Big Red. Both receivers join the formation as wideouts. Blondin in the backfield by himself. Back to pass. Looks right. Pumps. Gets a pass off before he's hit, but the ball falls incomplete. That'll bring up 4th and 11.
Yeah, that time he had Brody Real breaking open late, and just couldn't get it to him. Felt a little bit of pressure. I think when he got hit, that affected the flight of the ball.
4th and long now for the Big Red. They leave the offense on the field. Receivers get set on the left side of the formation. Blondin back to pass. He's got time, but now he's flushed out of the pocket. He's going to run. Flag is down. Blondin puts his shoulder down and tries to get close to the first down, but he's going to come up just a little bit short.
Yeah, it looks like the area of holding right there against Warrenton, I would suspect.
Keegan Maness with the tackle for St. Charles West. Stopped him short of the marker. Be interesting to see if they take the yardage here or they just take the down. I think they're going to take the down.
Take the down, yeah. That's a smart call right there. Take it down and get the ball back. As dangerous as Warrenton's offense can be at times, it's not a given.
Oh, yeah. So West is going to take over on downs. We're going to start 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line. Handoff up the middle. And the back.
Ball carrier is Lee White.
White on the carry there. He got 8 yards on the first down, 2nd and short for West.
Yeah. Yeah, St. Charles West predominantly a run team. They back in the day used to run a lot of wishbone, broken bone. So we'll see what they'll come out with in the I formation this time.
Hand off to White again. He's tackled at the line of scrimmage but falls forward. Gain of a couple. Good enough for a first down. Joe Green on the tackle.
First down, West.
West has a first down of the game for them.
First and 10 from the 36.
I formation for the Warriors. Back to pass. Gets the pass out quickly. Intended for Anson Disselhorst. Jordan Lopez on the coverage.
Yeah, I think they're trying to catch Warrenton off guard there. He ran off a couple good plays on the run play, a little play action. Fell incomplete.
Makes it 2nd and 10 for West. Hand off to the fullback. He is brought down after a gain of a couple. Tight running in there for the fullback from West. Good job getting a couple yards.
Yeah, good job by the Warrenton defensive line that time. They really stood up.
That was Ty Ducate on the rush. He's rushed for 214 yards this season. 3rd and 7 now.
Empty backfield.
Mitchell back to pass, and he is sacked and thrown backwards. Good rush there. Eli Schneider with the snack.
Yeah, nice blitz call that time by Coach Jeske. Brought more than what the St. Charles West offensive line could handle, so didn't get an opportunity to pass.
That'll be 4th and 13 now for West. Back to receive the punt's going to be Brad Tucker. Punting for the West Warriors is Christian Mitchell, also the kicker, or quarterback, excuse me. So you got to be watching here and make sure. Pressure on the punt.
It's a pretty good kick.
Oh, almost hit. It does hit a Warrenton player.
Yes, it does.
Hits a Warrenton player, and St. Charles West picks it up. And Anthony Guccione on the recovery for West.
First down, West.
Something we haven't seen from Warrenton that much is a lot of turnovers.
No, definitely not.
They've been playing clean so far this year.
Yeah, they have. That's just unfortunate. Yeah, it's just one of those things. Kids trying to look where the ball is, and it's right above his head.
Yeah, he literally was looking over his head when
He was.
when the ball came down and hit him.
Yep.
All right, West has got the first break of the game. They come out I formation. Hand off up the middle. Slips 2 or 3 3-yard line. They try up the middle again. The Big Red's there to stop them. Gain of a couple on the play.
And off to Ty
Duquette on the carry for West.
Yeah,
it was like Mincher on the tackle.
Yeah, quick little fullback dive that time. Warrenton's got to be aware of the option. A lot of times I don't know if St. Charles West still runs that or not, but yeah, I'm sure it's in their bag.
I was thinking the same thing, Coach. 2nd and 8 now for West. Mitchell in at QB. Warrenton's bringing the blitz. They pitch out to the right side. White is lassoed, but he breaks that first tackle, and the Warrenton gathers him up. No gain on a play.
That's a great job by the corner out there. I couldn't pick up his number, but, boy, he did a nice job of keeping that and stringing it out.
Yeah, it was Hayden Johnson.
Yeah, good job by him. He's excellent. He did his job.
3rd and 8 now for West.
3rd and 8 from the 21-yard line.
Getting close to the red zone is West. They come out I formation. Mitchell still in at QB. Hand off to Duquette up the middle. Actually to Mitchell. Or White. White on the carry.
White carries the ball. Forrest.
4th and about 4. Diedrich Forrest, D3 on the tackle there.
Down to the 17-yard line. 4th down and 4 yards.
Looks like West is going to try a field goal here.
Yeah.
That's Nick Bueller, the kicker.
He didn't waste any time making the decision.
No, he went right away, didn't he? You're right. Snap back, ball down, kick up. Plenty of length. But it looks like he hooked it just a little bit to the left.
Just to the left, yeah.
I got to tell you, that was an impressive kick, though. He had plenty of length.
Yes, he did. That's a good weapon to have with that kid. Okay.
Warrenton's going to start 1st and 10 on the 17 with 4:47 left to go here.
Yeah, that was a good stand by the Warrenton defense that time, after a turnover like that.
Hand off to Tucker. He's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on a play.
Handoff goes to Bradley Tucker. Nick Bueller makes the tackle.
Bueller in on a tackle for West. 2nd and long for Warrenton. Tucker in the backfield behind Blondin. Shotgun formation. Triple receivers to the right. Single solo to the left. Snap back. Blondin set the pack. Looks right. Throws it out in the flat. And ball falls incomplete. Intended for Vanpool.
Yeah, St. Charles West had it pretty well defended that time. Went to the little safety check with the van pull and just couldn't complete the pass.
3rd down and 9.
3rd and 9 now for Warrenton.
Say St. Charles West brings a little heat this time.
4-man up on the line.
Still in a 4-3 stack.
Yeah, they're dropping back. Coverage. Blondin throws it to the receiver right at the first down marker, and they're going to say he caught it, looks like. There is a flag in the backfield. Forrest with the catch. Gain of 10 on the play, but take a look and see what the referees say about this flag.
Looks like maybe a hold call against Warrenton.
We saw this last week. Warrenton had a couple flags on them, and every time they got a flag on them, they still completed the first down.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, last week they had four holding calls in a row and
4 consecutive holding penalties.
an 85-yard touchdown pass
yes,
off
sir.
of it. So.
Yep. All right, so 3rd and 20 now. Blondin asks for motion. Gets that from Forrest. Forrest in the backfield now. Blondin back to pass. 4-man rush. He's pressured. He's flushed out of the pocket. Steps up. Lets it fly. Brody Reel cuts another one. Just like we said last week. This is what the Big Red did.
Yeah, Brody's pretty sure he entered receiver.
Really looking good. That's his 2nd catch of the evening and 4th of the season. 30-yard pass completion. Blondin to Reel.
Nice job by the offensive line once again. Gave Christian plenty of time to throw, and he did a great job of stepping up into the pocket as well and delivering a nice ball.
He did. He had to step up, and then he kind of rotated to the left a little bit, bought himself a little time, and then let it fly. All right, 1st and 10 for the Big Red at the 46 now. A little movement there. Be a 5-yard penalty. We'll do it all over in just a second. First and 15 now for the Big Red. Drake Brandiff comes in at the tight end position for Warrenton. They send him to the left of the formation. Blondin's going to hand that one off to Tucker. He goes over the left side following the block by Brandiff. He's up to the original line of scrimmage. And gets about 4 extra yards right at the 50-yard line. He's brought down.
Yep, good little stretch play. He did a nice job of, kind of strain it out just a little bit and then find an opening and go.
Duquesne on the tackle for West. 2nd and 6 now for the Big Red.
2nd and 6 from the 50.
Blondin pulls it, fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, rolls over the right side, looking for room. He's up close to the first down, slides, and he's going to be about a half-yard short of the first down. Nice carry by Christian. Manus on the tackle for West.
That's the first time I saw St. Charles West bring any pressure, off the outside edge, and they blitzed on the wrong side. So, good call for Warrenton.
Blondin doing the hard count, and flag came out. Looks like somebody in the Warrenton didn't get set. Looked like they were trying to draw West offside, and they ended up drawing themselves. 5-yard penalty.
Now 4th and 6 from midfield.
3rd and 6 now for the Big Red.
3rd and 6.
Still 4-down territory.
Tucker in the backfield with Blondin, 2 receivers on both sides of the formation. West is creeping up to the line of scrimmage. Hand off to Tucker. He slips the tackle in the backfield, but then brought down short of the line of scrimmage. Bueller on the tackle for West. Did a nice job blitzing on that run play. 4th and 9.
Fourth down. Fourth and 8 from the 48-yard line.
Blondin back to pass, completes it, got enough for a first down, and Force is still running towards the middle. That's the first time they've hooked up tonight.
It's a good call that time, just all spots, get to the first down marker. Again, good job by the offensive line, providing plenty of protection.
The Warriors for St. Charles West. First and 10 from the 37.
Handoff to Tucker, goes over the right side. Gain of about 5 on the play.
Good run that time. He looked inside first, wasn't anything there, and then just hit to the outside and picked up a good gain. That'd be the last play of this quarter. Unless Warrenton wants to hurry up and get another play in.
Warrenton hurries up to the line of scrimmage. Snap back to Blondin. Looks left, now looks across the middle. Nobody's open. Buys a little more time, throws it over the middle and over the intended receiver, Force hands. That'll end the first quarter. No score here at St. Charles. All tied up.
The receiver, that's the end of the first quarter. We have no score.
We'll be back in a second. I'm going to try to work on some technical difficulties that we're currently having.
Third down run, picked up a first down.
Tucker on the run, tackle by Beckett Anderson. First down, Warrenton.
To the 16-yard line of St. Charles West.
Ball at the 16-yard line of St. Charles West here. Blondin back to pass, pumps and throws. Completed in the flat. Oh, and close to the touchdown. That's Drake Brandiff on the catch.
Drake Brandiff with the reception from Blondin.
Yep, good little crossing route right there.
Makes the stop.
That's Drake up the middle, bounces off a defender and into the end zone.
Touchdown for Bradley Tucker. Warrenton.
It's a good push for the left side of the line. Looks like Warrenton's got a player down. So it might be one of their big boys.
67.
That was Markel Green that was down, but good news for the Big Red fans. He's up, and he's walking it off with a little bit of a limp.
Yeah, it looks like he got rolled up on. Very easy to have in there in the trenches like that.
Sent back to Blondin, ball's loose. Tucker tries to pick it up. He does pick it up back at the 25, and he's brought down. 2-point conversion's no good. Warrenton leads 6-0 here. 11:14 left to go in the first half. That was an 8-play drive for the Big Red.
Yeah, had a really good mix of pass and run, in that drive, so very balanced offense.
That's what they were working on there in the second half, last week against Winfield.
Yep, big time.
As in the first half, it was all passing. In the second half, they worked on a run game, and looks like Coach has got the things evened out this half.
Yep, very much. Running backs are doing a really good job seeing the holes tonight.
Blondin tees it up for Warrenton.
Blondin to do the kickoff duties. This will be his first kickoff of the season. He does a little squib kick up the middle. Got a flag on the play.
Yeah, it must have been all sides.
So it'll be a 5-yard penalty, and we'll re-kick it here.
Kickoff from the 35 now.
Another pooch kick, a little harder this time. Picked up by Beckett Anderson. He takes it up. The middle ball came out late. We'll see if it's a fumble or if he was already down.
Ball is returned by Beckett Anderson.
Looks like West may have recovered it.
Yes, they did, yeah.
West maintains possession.
Yeah, we had several Warriors around it, more Warrenton Warriors, that is.
You got to be careful of that.
Yeah, I know. Had Winfield Warriors last week, St. Charles West Warriors this week. So
it's a popular name here in the GAC.
Three Warriors in the GAC North.
All right, so West is going to start 1st and 10 at their own 45. 11:09 left to go in the first half.
Good job.
Tackled in the backfield is Lee White. Joe Green starting to get his first start at linebacker tonight.
Yep.
And he's made a lot of tackles already.
Yes, he has. Yeah, he's been in quite a few.
Only a sophomore, but he's really playing well tonight.
He's got a heck of a football name, too.
Yes, he does. Maybe have to give himself a Coke commercial later on.
You betcha, exactly.
All right, 2nd and 11 for West. Warrenton's blitzing. Back to pass West. Looks to the left. He's got a receiver behind Forrest. And it's complete. Touchdown, St. Charles West. That pass completed to Brody Anderson. 55-yard touchdown completion. Brody Anderson really showed some speed on that reception for St. Charles West.
Yeah, he did. That was good execution by West that time. A little play action, pass, and offensive line did their job, and just a perfect ball.
Point after attempt here by West. Bueller, if he makes it, they'll take the lead. And Warrenton trying to get the block, jumped off sides. Encroachment from Warrenton. They'll go half the distance and do the kick all over again, see if Coach Strauss decides to go for 2 here or not. Since they're only 1.5 yards away instead of 3 yards away.
Went ahead and declined it.
Coach Strauss is going to keep everything status quo and go for the true extra point. Kick is up, and looks like he got it that time. St. Charles West has the lead, 7-6, after a 55-yard touchdown pass to Brody Anderson. Looking for your dream home or the perfect rental? Discover it with Hunter's Sake Investments. From charming townhomes to spacious single-family homes, we offer quality living in Warrenton and Montgomery County. Need commercial space? We've got retail and warehouse options in Jonesburg, plus the Jonesburg Party Center. Ideal for showers, graduations, and more. Family-owned, locally rooted, and built on trust. We treat your home like our own. Call Hunter's Sake Investments today, and let's build your future together. Hunter's Sake Investments, where Missouri finds homes. 2-play touchdown there, 55 yards for West. As you said earlier, Coach, they're more known for the ground and pound.
Absolutely, yeah.
But
quarterback had some really good arm strength that time, good accuracy. So
yeah, that ball was right on the money.
It was.
Stride for stride, and like we said, Brody Anderson showed a lot of speed for the receiver out there. Bueller to kick off for the West Warriors. Back to receive it for Warrenton, Isaiah Hernandez and Bradley Tucker. Kicks it deep towards Tucker. He picks it up. It's at the 10, 20. He's got room in the middle. He breaks free. He's getting chased at the 50. He's getting caught from behind. He's at the 20. He's going to take it to the house.
Great job.
90-yard touchdown. Kickoff return by Bradley Tucker, the sophomore. Boy, what a game of swings just going back and forth here.
Yes, it is. Nice return. Good blocking by Warrenton that time on the return.
He had a little bit of a lane, and it seemed like it closed up, and he still hit that hole, though.
Yeah, he did.
And he got just enough blocking and got through there, and then he hit another gear.
Yes, he did.
And I thought he was going to get brought down from behind, and he had another gear there again.
Yes, he did. He kicked it in about the 30-yard line. Nobody's going to get him.
That was really impressive. All right, Warrenton's going to go for 2 here. Tucker in the backfield. 3 receivers out to the right, Forrest out to the left. Fake the handoff, looks across the middle, and just overthrows his receiver intended for Scott Vanpool. 12-7 lead now for the Big Red. A couple of quick plays here. 55-yard reception for West for a touchdown, and then a 90-yard kickoff return for Warrenton. It's turned into a track meet.
Yes, it has, yeah. It was going to be a pretty good ball game, I think, tonight. That's nice to get some scoring from out of your special teams as well. That's huge.
That's true, Coach. Yeah. I don't think we saw one touchdown from the special teams last year.
No, don't think so.
So, a little extra boost there.
Yeah, it is. It is.
See Tucker over on the sideline. He's over there gasping for some oxygen. Rightfully so. What a great return. Like we said earlier, he's only a sophomore.
Yeah, we've got some good speed, good moves for a sophomore.
Future looks bright for the Big Red. Blondin going to do the kicking duties again for the Big Red. pooch kick over to the right side, and that's going to go out of bounds.
Kick goes out of bounds. So flag on the play.
Looks like Sigma's in at quarterback for West this possession. First and 10 at the 40.
The line of scrimmage is the St. Charles West 39-yard line.
Well, there's your wishbone, Coach.
There it is, yeah.
You called it. Coach Strauss lined up in the wishbone for St. Charles West.
Yeah, that's an old staple. That goes back to the Steve Stahl era, I do believe.
Yes, sir. Pitch out to the right side. Warrenton's back in the backfield, and they bring him down for the loss. That was Lee White on the carry. Loss of 3 on the play. Joe Green on the tackle really came up from his outside linebacker position to make that tackle.
Did a nice job.
Having a heck of a game.
Yes, he is.
West still in the wishbone formation. One receiver split out to the left. Warrenton's going to blitz. Hand off up the middle. Gain of a couple on the play.
Yeah, picked up about 5 yards that time, 4 or 5 yards.
With Fox on the carry for West. Make it 3rd and 7. Another tackle for Joe Green on that play. 3rd and a long 7 for West. Got to watch, see if they're going to lull anybody to sleep here with the wishbone formation and throw it deep to Anderson again.
That's true.
Hand off to the tailback.
Double lead again that time.
White on the carry. He gains about 3 or 4 on that. Mincher in on the tackle.
White carries the ball for St. Charles West.
Javon Jones in there as well. 4th and short now for West.
Yeah, looks like they're bringing out the punt team this time.
4th and 2. Christian Mitchell is their punter, and he's also one of their quarterbacks, so you've got to watch the fake here.
Yeah, exactly.
Up, close to midfield here.
Yep.
12-7 ball game.
Warrenton's got to be disciplined because I'm sure they're going to try to draw him off sides.
Yeah, Warrenton's not sending anybody back. They're not. The snap is fumbled. Mitchell picks it up, scoops it, goes to the right, and he is close for a first down.
I think they're going to give it to him.
Talk about a broken play working out in your favor right there, St. Charles West.
Not exactly how they drew it up.
They broke the wishbone on that and broke the turkey wishbone.
Yep.
And they cross midfield now. 1st and 10 at the 49.
Sometimes those little breaks you got to have in a ball game like that.
Looks like they had him dead to right, and he just scooped it up and went quickly to the right. Sigma still in at quarterback. Wishbone formation for West. Brody Anderson out to the left. Hand up to the fullback, up the middle, Duquette. He's driving those legs. Pick up about 7.
That's what's tough about the wishbone. You just don't see it very often in this, day and age of high school football. They hit those quick hitters. It's tough to defend against.
Yeah, you really got to be disciplined on defense.
You do,
Everybody's got an assignment.
Yes, they do.
That was Taylor Anderson on the tackle for the Big Red. Hand off to Duquette again. He's close for a first down. Tackled by Spicer.
Mark a little short.
They are going to mark him short. 3rd and 1 now for the West Warriors.
Third down and 1.
Five-man front now for Warrenton. Handoff to White. He's hit at the line of scrimmage and driven back, but he might have gotten enough for the first down. I think they're going to give him that.
Yeah, it looks like the spot on the opposite side gave it to him.
First down, West. First and 10 from the 38-yard line.
That's Justin Hogan on the tackle for Warrenton. West has got another first down, sticking with the wishbone formation. They're going to get Warrenton jumping. They're trying to do a little run blitz, break things up. Schneider crossed the line of scrimmage. Be 1st and 5 for West.
Sides on Warrenton. Down to the 33.
Ball spotted at the 33. West has got a drive going for them. Warrenton's bringing the blitz again. Handoff to White. He falls forward for about 2. Joe Green, another tackle for Warrenton.
Second down and 3.
Yeah, since West has jumped into this wishbone, they've been, getting 3 or 4 yards a pop, each and every time they've run the ball.
This time they come out in the I formation. Hand off to White. He hops through the hole, spins, and falls forward for about 2.
Yeah, it was a little counterplay that time. Didn't look like St. Charles West pulled anybody, but it was definitely their counter.
It's 3rd and 1.
3rd and short for West Warriors.
29-yard line.
Just be prepared for the fullback this time. He's been getting you a couple yards every time he catches it. So,
yeah, Duquette's been doing a really good job at that fullback position, hitting that hole hard. I formation again. They hand off to Duquette. He hurdles one tackler, and Taylor Anderson drags him down, but Duquette's got 5 yards and a West first down.
Look, he's a little slow to get up this time.
Yeah, you're right, Coach. He's hobbling a little bit.
That's one of their linemen. I'm sorry. Yeah. That's a lineman that time.
1st and 10 at the 29 now for West. 24, excuse me.
Maybe the smallest St. Charles West line I've ever witnessed. They sure weren't that small when I coached them, but they get in it and they do a good job. They're
pitch outside to Mitchell. He dodges one tackle, cuts it up, and he brought down at the line of scrimmage. Nice tackle by Javon Jones.
That's a good job. That was a nice job by Melligard that time. Even though he didn't make the tackle, he strung the play out and let his boys help him out.
He made him cut it upside, kept containment on it.
He did.
Can't get beat on the outside like that. Did a nice job.
We're going to the Twins to the left side this time. See if they come back to the wide side of the field away from the Twins.
Quick pass out to the left to Anderson. He's hit, breaks one tackle, gain of about 2 or 3. Just a little quick hitter out in the left flat there.
It's a good job. Good job by Warrenton that time.
Outside linebacker Melligard on the tackle there. Makes it 3rd and 8.
3rd and 8 from the 22 of Warrenton.
I formation. Warrenton's creeping up to the line, bringing the blitz. Handoff to Duquette, and he is hit. Fumble. Ball comes out. Warrenton scoops and takes it. And runner, that's Lopez. He fakes him out, and he's going to take it all the way back. Oh, my goodness.
Nicely done.
What a tremendous play by Jordan Lopez.
That is correct. Boy, scoop and score.
The defense gets a touchdown. Special teams gets a touchdown. That was just unfortunate for West. Ball took a bad bounce and bounced right up into Jordan Lopez's hand, and he took it to the house.
You betcha.
Did a good job defending, breaking that one tackle and then dodging the other defender.
He did, yeah. Good return. Yeah, those opportunities don't come along very often, so take advantage of it while you got it.
Warrenton brings the offense onto the field to go for two. Leads 18-7 now. 3:20 left to go in the first half. Triple receivers to the right. Play action pass, and Blondin is sacked, and the ball comes loose, and West falls on it. I think a West player's down. Looks like he's got a cramp maybe.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, old calf cramped up.
So 3:21 left to go here in the first half. Warrenton's lead is 18-7 off of a touchdown from the special teams. Bradley Tucker took it 90 yards. And then Jordan Lopez, a scoop and score on a fumble. He ran it back about 70 yards.
70 yards, yeah. I'd say, on that.
So that was a big momentum shift here at Steve Stahl Stadium. West had something going, and going for it, and they were driving, and ball's taking some weird bounces.
Absolutely, in 2 plays. I mean, big plays for Warrenton. Get the lead back up. West that time took 7 minutes off the clock. With that drive, and I think number one hopes to score, but to keep it out of Warrenton's hands offensively as well.
That might have been a white during.
Blondin on to do the kicking duties again for the Big Red. Coach Coper sticks with the onside kick actually this time. Oh, they touched it a little early there, though. The ball is loose, and there's no flags down. Looks like West recovered it either way.
Correct. It should go back where the touching occurred.
That's the referee is spotting it where it was illegally touched before it went 10 yards. Let's see if they mark it there or not, though. They are marking it there.
Okay, yeah.
Ball's going to be 1st and 10 at the 48 of Warrenton's. 3:21 left to go here in the first half.
St. Charles West will have a 1st and 10 from the Warrenton 48-yard line.
Let's see how St. Charles West handles the adversity here. A little bad luck coming their way. I formation from West. Warrenton's creeping up their linebackers. A little play action pass. Quarterback rolls to his right, throws, and falls over the intended receiver's hands. It was intended for Jace Little.
Yeah, I got Mitchell back in at quarterback this time. Looks like they're alternating those guys every other series, it looks like.
I think you're right, yep. Second and 10 for West. It's going to hand it off to White. He picks up about 3 or 4. Ohms on the tackle for the Big Red. Brings up 3rd and 7 for West.
3rd and 7 from the 45-yard line.
The defense got to be thinking pass here.
Shotgun formation. Mitchell back to pass. Forced out and runs, and he is brought down from behind. Almost looked like a designed quarterback draw.
Yeah, it's a nice play.
Javon Jones brings him down again. Boy, Javon's so quick back there.
Yes, he is. Yeah,
I mean, just as a rusher.
As big as he is, and he's all over the ball. It doesn't matter if it's past him or not. He's always going to it.
It brings up 4th and 9, and Warrenton's going to take their first timeout.
Timeout, Warrenton.
On game day, it's all about teamwork, trust, and heart at Main Street Real Estate. We bring that same spirit to every home journey. Whether you're buying, selling, or just exploring your options, our hometown team is with you every step of the way. We believe real estate isn't just a transaction, it's a life-changing experience. That's why we stay in constant communication, deliver expert guidance, and work relentlessly to help you reach your goals. Main Street Real Estate, your home team from game day to closing day, proudly supporting Warrenton athletics in our community. Coach Cooper calling a timeout here to hope to get the ball back.
Yep, absolutely. So got roughly 2.5 minutes left on the clock. Depending on what the field position is here, they may end up try to go for a block here as well. But that should give them plenty of time to put together a drive to end the half and hopefully go up 24-25 nothing. Or 7, excuse me.
4th and 9. Mitchell back to punt for West. He ran it last time after a bad snap. This time he's going to throw out in the flat, and that's going to be intercepted and taken back to Joe Green, having a game defensively.
Yes, he is.
Green takes it all the way back to the 32-yard line. Defense cut a couple turnovers here now, Coach.
Yes, they have. One for a touchdown, and that one almost was returned for one as well. So, great job. Now let's see what Warren can do with this. Got a 2:15 left.
Blondin has 3 receivers out to the right of the formation. He hands off to, is that Hernandez?
I believe that's who it is, yeah.
Isaiah Hernandez. Gain of a couple on the play. Warrenton go in hurry at the line of scrimmage already. Blondin back to pass. Looks left, throws left. Complete out in the flat. Nope, receiver dropped it. Had it for a moment, and then ball came out. Makes it 3rd and 8. Timeout looks like maybe from St. Charles West. Nope, just had the ball spotted wrong.
Right.
Had it on the wrong yard line. Side judge gets it set. And we're back to play. 2 receivers each side of the formation. Wanda back to pass. Forced out of the pocket, rolling right. Throws it across his body, completes it. I think that's Drake Branduff, and he is just driving for Warrenton first down.
That's a nice catch and just nice, yards after the catch.
Nope, that was Caleb Locke. Nice job by Caleb.
Pass is complete for a first down.
1st and 10 now for the Big Red. Ball spotted about the 17-yard line. Blondin looking to pass again, looking left, pump fakes again. He's got all the time. His offensive line giving him plenty of time. Completes it to Brody Reel, and Reel's in there for a touchdown. 17-yard TD pass. Nice running after the catch, too, by Reel. Broke a tackle and then scampered into the end zone.
Heck of a good job protection by the offensive line again that
time. He had 10 seconds to throw that.
He did, yep, absolutely.
And Blondin did a good job, rolling to his right, buying a little more time. Warrenton going for 2 again, leading 24-7. Got to get this 2-point conversion working better.
Correct, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you've been without a kicker this year.
It wasn't something they were banking on when the season started.
No.
Jones in the backfield this time. This time Hernandez follows Jones into the hole.
There we go.
And they get the 2-point conversion. Big offensive hole there. Warrenton increases their lead 26-17 with 1:16 left to go in the first half.
Warrenton 26, St. Charles West 7.
West will get one more possession, 1:16 left to go in the first half. Let's see if they try to open it up a little bit. Turnovers and special teams have really been a force for the Big Red tonight.
Yes, they have. Yep. You know, I've always said, over the years, you got to have your special teams, play a big important part of that.
Well, we were talking a minute ago about not having a kicker. That wasn't something they were counting on when the season started because they had Jacob Kinney, and he's a really solid kicker.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's good kicker.
And he went down early in the season, and Warrenton's had to make changes not only in who they're kicking, but also in their game plan and strategies. And, and Kinney was a linebacker, too.
Yeah, he was.
And Joe Green's getting to play as a result of that injury. And Joe Green's stepping up, doing a nice job.
Yeah, one thing about Jake, he was able to kick the ball deep.
Yes.
Something Warrenton hadn't been able to do for a while.
Right. Squib kick over on the left side, and that just barely creeps out of bounds.
Kick will go out of bounds.
Ball's going to be spotted at the 37-yard line.
The line of scrimmage will be the St. Charles West 37-yard line. First down, St. Charles West.
Looks like Sigma's back in at the QB. Brody Anderson split wide out to the right. I formation behind the quarterback. Warrenton's creeping their linebackers up to the line of scrimmage. Hand off to Mitchell. And he's lassoed there by Nolan Grooms.
Corralled by Carter Flake.
Gain of 3 on the play, makes it 2nd and 7 for West. They're going quick, under a minute to play here. See if they go a little play action here to keep it on the ground. Snyder blitzes on that play and catches Duquette in the backfield, loss of maybe a half a yard on that. Nice little run blitz there, Coach.
Yes, it was, yeah. Did a nice job that time.
Timeout's going to be taken by the referees. They had an injured player down on the field. On the field, it's all about strategy, precision, and execution. Off the field, same rules apply. At Servant Heating and Air Conditioning, we bring our A game to every home and business with custom solutions, expert installs, and a reputation for getting it right the first time. We're your home field advantage for year-round comfort. Trusted across Warren County, we've got you covered, home, business, or new construction. Servant Heating and Air Conditioning, where comfort wins every time. Good news here from Steve Stahl Stadium. Duquette was the running back that was hurt for West, and he's up, walking off on his own power. Looks like he's going to be okay. He also plays a big part in their defense, too.
Yes, he does, yeah. I think he's probably their leading tackler tonight.
Yeah, two-way player.
Tough, hard-nosed kid for sure.
3rd and 7 with just about 34 seconds left to go here in the first half. Clock is going again. We'll see if Coach Strauss is going to take it into the halftime or try to get another playoff here. Here comes the West Warriors to the line of scrimmage. Brody Anderson split out to the left. That's where West got their one touchdown earlier on a deep pass from Sigma to Anderson. The handoff this time. Mitchell gets about up close to the first down, maybe brought down a yard short. Excuse me, that was Lee White. Javon Jones on the tackle there. Tripped him up with his big arm, stuck it out there, and brought him down. And that's going to be the last play of the first half. After 2 quarters, Warrenton leads St. Charles West 26-7. All right, 26-7 here at St. Charles West. Warrenton scored first on a
Your St. Charles West Warriors.
Oh, they scored first on a Blondin to Brody Reel touchdown, 30-yard touchdown pass. And then on the next possession, Warrenton scored on a 4-yard touchdown run by Tucker. West responded with a 55-yard touchdown pass to Brody Anderson. Their extra point was good. And then on the ensuing kickoff, Tucker scored again, this time on a 90-yard kickoff. On West's next possession, they had something going. They had a drive going, and they went for it on 4th down. And the runner was stripped of the ball, and Jordan Lopez scooped and scored and ran 70 yards. And then the final touchdown before the half was off of a Joe Green interception. And then he returned it for about 30 yards. Warrenton had a little time left to score before half, and Blondin completed another 17-yard touchdown pass to Brody Reel. And that's how we get to our score, 26-7. And we'll be back with the second half kickoff in just 1 second. So St. Charles West actually won the opening coin toss, but they elected to defer to receive the kickoff in the second half, and so they'll receive the kickoff here in the second half. So far, Warrenton has deployed either the pooch punt or an onside kick here, and the new kicker for the Big Red has been Christian Blondin. I always like to see the coaching changes that they make at halftime. Warrenton always does a good job with adjustments.
Yep.
I've always been impressed with that. So looking forward again to see what changes they've made here as we get ready to go to the second half.
Yeah, they've been pretty balanced, offensively. They had a couple drives that stalled out on them a little bit, but, they've had a pretty balanced, run game and pass game, going tonight. So I think maybe, build up a big lead, and just work on the run game just a little bit more, and get it solidified.
That's what we saw them do last week in week one, or against Winfield last week.
Yeah.
They came out in the second half after getting a pretty sizable lead and worked on the running game.
So I could get a different kicker in there, or is it still Christian out there?
No, that looks like it's going to be Skylar Johnson. That's who was kicking last week. Skylar pooches it away, and we're underway. West tries to fall on it and bobbled it at first, but then scoops it up, and looks like St. Charles West is going to start 1st and 10 just inside their 40-yard line.
Maintenance slows on the ball for St. Charles West to put it in play at their own 39-yard line, 1st and 10.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how much pressure that Warrenton defense brings, this. They didn't blitz some, and then when they started doing their blitzing, a little bit more effective. So we'll see if they come out with it right away.
Definitely. Mitchell in at quarterback here for West. A little play action pass. He rolls out to his right.
Got his tight
throws
end
to his
across.
tight end. Completes it. About a 15-yard pickup there.
Mitchell's pass complete to Ty Duquesne.
And that was Ty Duquesne.
He's brought down by Hayden Johnson. Into Warrenton territory at the 46.
Yeah, that's
First
tough to
down,
end. They
West.
just drug the tight end back across the field, and he sneaks in behind the linebackers. It's a tough play to defend. I've seen them run that play a number of times over the years.
They're back to the wishbone here. Oops, we got some early movement on the line. Didn't get set either. 5-yard penalty. Makes it 1st and 15.
St. Charles West territory at the 49, 1st and 15.
Anderson split out wide left. Wishbone formation. They hand off to the tailback. And he gets up close to the original line of scrimmage. Fox on the carry for West.
Joe Green makes the stop.
Makes it 2nd and 11. Joe Green with another nice tackle for the Big Red.
He's having himself a night, isn't he? He's,
48-yard line for Warrenton.
Getting his first start, and he's making the most of it.
yes, he is.
It's like, keep me out of the lineup, Coach. I dare you to.
Okay, probably look for a little play action again.
Linebackers creep up to the line of scrimmage. They're blitzing. Mitchell buys a little time, throws it for Anderson. He's covered step by Diedrich Forrest, and Forrest with an interception. That's the 3rd turnover by the Big Red tonight.
Yeah, and that was the same play that they scored their touchdown on earlier in the ball game, and this time he underthrew it, and Diedrich was right on him, so he had a nice job of coverage by Diedrich that time.
Warrenton take over 1st and 10 at their own 10.
Warrenton deep in their own territory at the 10-yard line.
Yeah, he was step for step with him the whole time there.
Yeah, he blanketed good.
Triple receivers to the left of the formation. Forrest is the widest. Tucker in the backfield with Blondin in shotgun formation. Snap back, hand off to Tucker. Takes it in over the right tackle. He has a little room to run up close to the first down marker.
Good quick run that time.
Takes the handoff. He's tackled by Nick Bueller.
Bueller on the tackle for the West Warriors. Maness in there as well. 2nd and long, a short 2.
Up to the 18-yard line. 2nd down and 2.
Same formation for Warrenton. West is bringing up their linebackers. Blondin hands off to Tucker. He's hit in the backfield, slips out one tackle, hit again, and dives forward maybe for a gain of about a yard.
That's a nice job. He didn't have anything, and he's still able to get a few yards out of it.
Yeah, he got a yard when he's hit 4 yards in the backfield.
Exactly.
Broke to one tackle, and then he shook another one.
Down and 1. Warrenton 19.
He's not tired out from after that 90-yard kickoff return.
No, it'd take me about 2 weeks to recover if I ran that far. So.
3rd and short now for the Big Red. 2 backs in the backfield behind Blondin. Snap back. Hand off to Tucker. He's got a first down. Breaks another tackle. Gain of about 8 on the play. Nice run by Tucker. Good big hole there.
Yeah, good job that time. Looked like that time St. Charles West, they're starting to bring 6 men on the line of scrimmage to stop the run. And, boy, once you break that first level, it's tough to stop.
1st and 10, Warrenton.
Two receivers on both sides of the formation this time. Forrest comes in motion across, and we got a flag, and West is pointing at Warrenton.
Yep.
Looks like somebody from Warrenton moved. 5-yard penalty, repeat first down.
First 15 from the 23.
Two receivers on both sides of the formation. Forrest comes in motion again. Looks like the same play as last time. They're going to pitch to Forrest as he came back across. And he's met in the backfield and driven back.
Yeah, that was a little orbit motion that time, and a nice little design play. Just St. Charles West had that one sniffed out.
The linebacker, Grant Quinn, with the tackle there.
St. Charles West. Loss of 1, 2nd and 16 from the 22.
Warrenton faces the 2nd and 16. Two runners in the backfield this time. They come out now. Empty backfield. Blondin back to pass. Pump fakes. Looks right. Receiver comes back, catches the ball, and works his way back upfield for a gain of about 6 or 7 on the play. Caleb Block with the reception.
He did a really nice job coming back and getting the ball that time.
Well, love to see that from your receivers. Come back and get the ball.
You bet.
Don't wait for it to come to you. You go get it. That brings up 3rd and 7 now for the Big Red. Yeah, Locke and Brody Reel really played well today.
Yes, they have. Yeah, very sure-handed receivers.
Empty backfield again for Warrenton. West is bringing their linebackers up to the line of scrimmage. And I think Coach Coper's going to ask for a timeout here. Didn't like to play the call that they possibly had for the defense that West was bringing that time. Yes, timeout for the Big Red. We'll take a quick commercial break here. Need a roof that's built to last? Call the name Missouri Trust, Mike Brown Construction. With 25 years of experience, we deliver top-quality roofing backed by professional service and premium materials. From quick repairs to full installations, we treat every job like it's our own home. Why? Because we're not just contractors, we're your neighbors. And at Mike Brown Construction, your satisfaction is our success. So when it's time to raise the roof, raise your expectations. Call Mike Brown Construction, where quality meets integrity. All right, the Big Red look at 3rd and 7 here. Coach Coper called a timeout after they had a play called, and they didn't like the play they had called versus the defense that West was bringing. Looks like they were bringing their linebackers up to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah. I think maybe might have been hoping to draw them off sides a little bit there at that point in time. Just had to get the timeout called, which is one well spent. You know, don't call a play that you're not comfortable with, that situation.
Absolutely.
The receivers have been doing a good job all night of getting to their just running spot routes is what they're doing. Getting to the sticks and just beyond and coming back and getting enough for the first downs.
So this time, Blondin's in shotgun formation. Tucker over his shoulder. 3 receivers out to the left. Solo to the right. Blondin back to pass. West bringing a little pressure. Blondin steps up, throws it deep, and over the head of the receiver there. Intended for Hernandez. Aired that out. That makes it 4th and 7. Blondin comes to the sideline to get the play call. Ball spotted at the 32. Warrenton's going to go for it here on 4th and 7. Blondin also can pooch punt from this formation as well. Kind of a dual threat here. Nobody's back for St. Charles West. And he's flushed out of the pocket, rolls right, throws, and that's going to be intercepted by St. Charles West. Christian Mitchell, the safety.
On the pass, intercepted by Chris Mitchell. I guess the shout-out did some good.
Well, that almost worked as good as a punt, right there, by the
First down,
defensive back, going and making the interception on that. So
I was getting ready to say the same thing, Coach. Yes, absolutely.
Worked out well for him.
First and 10 from the West, 4-5.
Doesn't look good on the stat sheets, but hey.
You're absolutely right. There again, I was going to say the same thing. The results are the same. All right, Sickman at quarterback now for West. They hand back to the tailback. He plows forward for about a 4-yard gain.
Lee White carries the ball.
White on the carry there.
Tackle was made by Jake Minch.
Mincher on the tackle.
Let's see. Looks like we got Sickman back in there, quarterback again.
40-yard line.
Yeah, keeping the rotation.
Yeah, they
like
are.
you said.
Yeah, keeping it steady for sure.
Mm-hmm. Hand off to tailback again, and he's met right at the line of scrimmage.
And off to Lee White. He's led by Will Ohms.
Holmes on the tackle there.
Yeah, nice job by Big Will that time.
No gain on the play, 3rd and 6 from the 49.
Didn't look like he had a blitz called or anything else like that. He just stepped in the hole, made a very nice play.
He really hit that hole quickly. I'm not talking about the linebacker, not the running back.
Yeah.
Yep. Warrenton creeps up, Sickman back to pass, pumps, and then throws. A little hesitation route by Anderson. That ball falls incomplete out of bounds.
Yeah, had him open for a second that time.
Intended for Brody Anderson.
With 4th and 7, they bring out Mitchell to do the punting duties. Or do they?
Down to 6 in Charles West.
Yeah, they bring Mitchell out the punt, but he's ran once from this formation, and he's thrown for a first down.
Yeah, and also threw an interception.
Tucker goes deep for Warrenton. Bad snap, but Mitchell gets the kickoff, gets a nice kickoff.
That is a good kick.
Warrenton's there under coverage. Ball takes a sideway bounce, and West picks it up at about the 13-yard line.
Mitchell's punt is blown dead. 13-yard line.
Yeah, West almost had a little trouble with the snap that time.
First and 10 for
Could have
Warren.
worked out with Warrenton's favor.
So each team has had a couple possessions here. West has had 2. This is going to be Warrenton's second. Nobody's scored yet.
So they got the big back coming in now.
Yes, sir. Javon Jones checks in. Haven't seen him in the running back position too much tonight.
No, I think maybe just in the one extra 2-point conversion.
That's right.
I think the one that they scored on.
Right. He blocked for Hernandez. Yep. But he's in the backfield by himself. 2 receivers on both sides of the formation. Hand off to Jones. He goes over the right tackle, and he's pushing the line forward. Falls forward for about a gain of 6.
Yeah, good push by the offensive line all the way across.
.5:18 left to go here in the third quarter.
Javon Jones carries the ball. He's up a 2nd and 4 from the 19.
This is Warrenton's second possession of the second half. 2 receivers on the left side of the formation. The big lineman up on the ball. Hand off to Jones. He goes over the right side. Spins out of a tackle. Up close for the first down. Looks like they're going to mark him just short.
And off again to Javon Jones.
Yeah, Javon did a nice job just keeping the legs turning that time.
On
Ballard on the tackle for West.
They were going to give him the first
Hey,
down.
how about that? They gave him the first down.
Like he might have been just a little short from up here, but that's why we're up here and they're down there.
First and 10 from the 23.
Play clock down to 10. Warrenton's going to have to hustle here.
Yeah, might see a little play action out of this.
West is bringing some people up to the line of scrimmage. Blondin back to pass, pumps, throws, completes. And Brandiff is just running over people, the tight end. That's his second reception tonight. Nice run after the catch by Brandiff.
Yep. That ball had to be thrown exactly where it was, because it was a pretty tight space right there.
You're right.
Good execution, both sides on the throw and the catch. I think Brandon might have got the wind knocked out of him.
Big boys up on the line of scrimmage again. Got the goal line, offensive line in there. Pass complete out in the flat to Forrest. He's got a couple blockers out in front and gets a gain of about 6 on the first down play. Keegan Maness on the tackle there for West.
Line scrimmage is the 45-yard line, 2nd and 4.
Jones still in the backfield, giving Tucker and Hernandez a little break. It's time to hand off to Jones. He's going to try the left side. He slips a tackle in the backfield, rolls across, and rolls to the left. Gain of about 2 or 3 on a play.
Yeah, he did a nice job, breaking the first tackle, initial contact, just kept his knees up high and kept the legs chugging.
Quinn on the tackle for West.
3rd and 2.
That brings up a 3rd and short for Warrenton. Ball placed at the 47-yard line. Triple receivers to the top of the formation for Warrenton. Jones in the backfield with Blondin. Blondin's going to follow Jones into the hole. He's got a first down. Spins out of a tackle and picks up about 7 on the run. Nice run by Blondin. Good blocking by Jones.
St. Charles West territory for a first down at the West 44.
Good blocking up there by Logan Nichols, getting downfield and getting more.
He did a really nice job. Line did their job. Javon did his job. Nice to follow a big man like that.
Jones comes out, Tucker in. Hand off to Tucker. He goes off the left guard. Gain of about 4 on the play.
Bradley Tucker takes the handoff. Tackled by Ethan Kilker.
Kilker on the tackle for West.
Yeah, it looks like Warrenton's offensive line is starting to wear the West defensive line down quite a bit by now.
It does look that way.
Kind of wears on them after a bit.
2nd and 6 from the 40.
That's where we're getting in the weight room in the offseason.
Yes,
Warrenton
sir.
always does a great job with that, especially this offensive line over the last couple of years. Jack Morris, the captain, leading the way for Warrenton. Hand off to Tucker. Hits the hole quickly. Cuts it up. And gets close to the 31-yard line. Another Warrenton first down.
Bradley Tucker, who runs for a first down. Spinks makes the tackle. 1st and 10 from the 31.
West tackled by Aiden Spinks. Ball spotted at the 31. Warrenton's got a first down. 1:49 left to go here in the third quarter. The Big Reds driving. This possession started at the 13. This is the 8th play of the drive. West brings their linebackers up over the center. Blondin back to pass. He's pressured, gets the pass off.
He's got him.
He's got his receiver tackled down at the 3-yard line. Is that Caleb Block again?
I believe it is, yeah.
Caleb.
Blondin's pass is complete. Down to the West 3-yard line. Devin Majors makes the tackle.
30-yard completion there for Warrenton. They got the ball first and goal at the 3. Javon Jones back in the backfield now for the Big Red. Hand off to Jones, takes it over the right side, carries a tackler into the end zone with them. 87-yard drive for the Big Red, capped off with a 3-yard touchdown run by Javon Jones. Key play on that drive was a 30-yard completion to Brody Reel. Oh, no, that was Caleb Block.
Caleb Block that time, yeah. He's had himself a nice night as well.
They both have, All right, Warrenton going to go for a 2-point conversion, up 32-7. They converted their last one. Hernandez followed Jones into the hole. This time Jones is in the backfield with Blondin. Hand off to play action pass, throw it out in the right flat, and it just goes over the receiver's hands.
That was a well-designed play that time.
Warrenton 32, St. Charles West 7.
1:13 left to go here at Steve Stahl Stadium. Warrenton leads 32-7. They're the first to score here in the second half. Both teams have had the possession 2 times. That was a long 9-play drive from Warrenton.
Yeah, that's good for Warrenton. They just had got the opportunity to work on the run game, predominantly, and got some decent passes in, as well.
Yeah, West started creeping those linebackers in, and then they started working the pass in. Did everything there.
Exactly.
Good offensive game plan there. Johnson doing the kicking duties again here in the second half. Fox and Anderson back to receive it for West. It's a pooch kick up the middle. West falls on it at the 35, 36, where they'll start 1st and 10. So if they're keeping with the same strategy, it should be Mitchell in a quarterback this time.
Yes, yeah.
West has been rotating their quarterbacks this game, and I think they've been doing it all season. And it is Mitchell. He's in the shotgun with 3 backs in the backfield with him, kind of a reverse wishbone.
Yep, inverted bone.
Mitchell's going to keep it, gains about 6 or 7 off the right guard.
Chris Mitchell keeps the ball up the middle.
Tackled by Nolan Grooms on there. Yeah, looks like we've got a player down.
Yeah, looks like a St. Charles West player. He got rolled up on.
Yeah, he's just a little slow, but he's working his way off the field. It's good to see. Under a minute left to go here in the third quarter. True wishbone formation this time for West. Mitchell keeps it, goes off the left tackle, up close to midfield before he's brought down by Keegan Melgard.
Yeah, Mitchell shows some pretty good running skills there. We know he can pass the ball pretty decent too.
Yeah. But you're right, he's showing good wheels in those last 2 runs. Really hit that hole hard, and after the tackler hit him, he kept those feet driving. Mitchell's going to keep the ball this time, roll to his right, looking to pass, forced out of the pocket. Anderson close to sacking him, but he gets the pass complete down to the 40-yard line.
Yeah, that time West just snuck their fullback out in the flats that time. Had a little play action. He was able to sneak out there. It was a nicely designed play.
They got the ball 1st and 10 at the Warrenton 40. Christian Webb was a receiver on that for St. Charles West. Officials take a timeout. We got another West player who's a little dinged up. He's hobbling to the sideline on his own power. Defensive coaches out there talking to the Big Red players, making some adjustments or firing the boys up.
That'll be it for the quarter, it looks like.
Yeah, I think we'll be happy to take it into the 4th quarter. So after 3 quarters, Warrenton leads here at St. Charles West 32-7. Love what you see, fired up about what you hear. Then why not make your brand part of the excitement? At the Warrenton Sports Network, we're more than just play-by-play. We're the heartbeat of local sports, celebrating the athletes, the fans, and the community that makes it all possible. Whether you're a small business looking to grow your reach or a proud supporter of Warrenton athletics, there's a place for you here. You can reach a passionate local audience. You can support student athletes and hometown pride. We have a flexible ad package for every budget. If you're cheering from the stands, tuning in from home, or just want to see Warrenton thrive, your support matters. Let's team up and make some noise together. Advertise with us, support the game, grow your name. Contact the Warren County R3 School District Office for more information. All right, coming out of the change of quarters, St. Charles West still has possession, 1st and 10 at the Warrenton 40. This is their 4th play on this drive. It started on the 36 of West. They've had a propensity to move the ball well.
Oh, they have, yeah.
But they kind of tighten up when they get inside the 30. Handoff this time. Running back finds lots of room up the middle. Gets the ball about a 18-yard gain. Nellegard on the tackle there for the Big Red. Saved the touchdown.
1st and 10 Warriors.
1st and 10 at the 22. We'll see if the Warrior defense can tighten up here.
Oh, you said it. Warriors. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was waiting for that.
Handoff to Duquette up the middle. Slips a tackle. Gets a gain of about 5 on the play. Brought down by Jordan Lopez.
Looks like he's a little slow getting up himself.
That's the 2nd time he's been a little slow getting up.
Yeah, he might have landed on the ball that time.
That's never good.
Nope, that hurts.
When you can't catch your breath, well, that's kind of it's a scary feeling, especially the first time it happens to you. He gained 7 on that play. I think you're right.
Hard run, yeah.
I think you're right. You can just see him breathing really hard.
Yeah, I think he just got the wind knocked out of him.
Now he goes again. High Duque.
2nd and about 2 from the 15 here for West.
2nd and 2 from the Warrenton 15.
Warrenton bringing the linebackers up. Mitchell rose to the right, play action pass. Looks like he's going to keep it. He's being chased over to the right sidelines and forced out of bounds. But not before he gets a 1st down for the West Warriors.
Picks up the 1st down.
Forced out of bounds by Joe Green over there.
1st down West.
Yeah, he just had the option that time. There's going to be a play action pass. He's trying to hit the tight end coming back across. Yeah, it wasn't there, so he had a little bit of room to go get after it. So good play by him.
He's been the offense this drive for West St. Charles West. So they've got a 1st and goal now at the 9. Long way to go to get in the end zone. West is bringing the blitz. Warrenton bringing the blitz. Handoff up the middle. Goes off the left guard. White on the carry inside the 5 now.
Down by Melgard.
Melgard on the tackle again. He's having a good defensive stand this possession.
Second and goal from the 4.
West hurries to the line of scrimmage, I formation. Pass this time. A little behind the receiver. A little pop pass, slant pass there.
Yeah, you used to call that in pass 42Y right there. It's a good little play. Just couldn't connect on it.
3rd and goal from the 4. Pass intended for Anson Disselhorst.
3rd and goal from the 4.
He's got 1 TD on the season, looking to make it 2 there. Pass was just a little behind him. See if West decides to throw it here on 3rd down. Yep. Quarterback rolls to right, follows his blockers, and he's into the end zone. Chris Mitchell with a 4-yard touchdown run for West.
Yeah, he had a good drive that time. This little quarterback sweep.
Well, 7 or 8 play touchdown drive there from St. Charles West. Took it 64 yards. Capped off with a 4-yard touchdown run by the quarterback Mitchell. Bueller on to do the point after duties. Ball's down, kicks up, and it sneaks it through the upright. He's 2 for 2 on his point after attempts tonight. That makes the score 32-14 in favor of the Warrenton Warriors. .31 left to go in the ball game. The Warrenton Sports Network reminds you that the Missouri Bank has been your hometown MVP since 1939. The Missouri Bank, rooted in community, ready for tomorrow. Let's see if West is going to kick away here or go for an onside kick. They're spending a lot of time talking over there on the sidelines.
Yeah, I would expect an onside kick. Down 18 points, your 3 scores out, and there's still a lot of time left on the clock. So.
Our coaches are out in the field telling our boys to step up to get a little closer here. I think you're absolutely right.
Yeah, usually when they set up on the hash these days, that's an onside kick usually. That's what it looks like.
And there was it. There it was.
Yep.
Quick little sneaky trick there. Kick goes out of bounds, though. Warrenton will have possession.
White onside kick, something you got to practice an awful lot with your kickers. It's an art form.
Where are they going to spot that ball? Wow. They're going to spot the ball at the West 49-yard line.
Warrenton puts the ball in play from the St. Charles
Great field
West.
position for the Big Red here. Tucker in the backfield behind Blondin. Snap back, handoff. Nope, fake. Pass it out in the flat. Completed. That's Scott Vanpool, and he's got more than enough for a first down. About a 15-yard gain from Vanpool there.
Yeah, simple little throw and catch.
Really good blocking downfield by the receivers.
Yes,
Forrest
it
was
was
down there blocking.
Yeah.
Reels down there blocking. That's Vanpool's first catch tonight.
Yeah, well executed.
I think all the receivers have catches tonight.
I think so. I think you're right.
33-yard line.
It kind of makes you a little dangerous when you're not dependent on one receiver, the whole time. So, got a good core of young receivers.
Diedrich had a big game last week, and all the other receivers are having a big game this week.
You bet.
Blondin trying to keep it, goes over the left, pitches it behind his back, and Tucker does a good job just to secure the ball and go down. Maybe gained a half yard.
Second and 10 from the 33.
Warrenton breaks the huddle. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Blondin back to pass. Looks right, throws right, and falls incomplete. Intended for Brody Reel, who's had a really good game.
He has, yeah.
2 touchdowns today. Just couldn't connect on that one.
No, couldn't. He tried coming back for the ball that time, just a little underthrown for him.
Warrenton's on the ball here and quickly, trying to catch West off guard here. Blondin tries the hard count. West stays put. Christian looks over to the sideline now for another play based upon the defensive formation. Play's called, and this time we have movement. Can't tell who went first.
Had a lot of movement, and the ball didn't get snapped that time.
And they're going to get Warrenton.
Start Warrenton.
That'll make it 3rd and 15 now for the Big Red.
Back to the 38. 3rd and 15.
Locke brings the play in from the sideline. Warriors break the huddle. 2 receivers each side of the formation. Blondin back to pass. Has time. Still looking down the middle. Throws across the middle. Completes. I believe it's Brody Reel again. It is. Brody Reel's got the ball inside the 9-yard line. That's going to be a 29-yard completion.
Good job once again up front. And then, Christian just threw a nice laser down there to Brody that time.
First and goal from the 9.
Good connection.
Warrenton's got a 1st and goal now at the 9. Handoff to Tucker up. No, that's Hernandez up the middle.
Yeah.
He gets close to the 5 where he's brought down.
Hernandez carries the ball.
Tackled by Keegan Maness on the play. Warriors break the huddle quickly here. Send 2 receivers each side of the formation. Hernandez in the backfield with Blondin. West brings their linebackers up. And they may... Nope, I think they're going to get Warrenton for a little motion there.
Close, yeah. Yeah, West was close to jumping off sides that time, but I think Warrenton moved just a little early.
Hard not to flinch when they're running up to you,
Correct.
Just kind of a natural instinct.
Yes, it is.
All right, 2nd and goal now from the 10. This time 3 receivers to the right of the formation, 1 at the top. Blondin fakes a handoff, a little play action pass. He's got plenty of time. Flushed out of the pocket, rolls right, throws, and it falls incomplete. Looks like it was intended for Reel, but just over his head.
Pass is incomplete. Intended for Brody Reel. Brett Blankenship bringing the pressure for St. Charles West.
Looks like they bring the big boys up on 3rd and goal from the 10. They also bring in Jake Mincher, the fullback.
Yeah, they may try to pound this one in, see what they can pick up on this 3rd down, get them a little closer.
3rd and goal from the 10. Mincher in at fullback, Hernandez the halfback. Hernandez follows Mincher into the hole. He's got a little room, hits the hole,
He's in.
and he's in there. What a great block by Jake Mincher.
You bet. Good job.
The fullback really the key on that play there.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he did an excellent job that time.
And I don't think Isaiah got hit once he hit that hole.
No, he did not. No.
10-yard touchdown run by Isaiah Hernandez. He's got a 2-point conversion and a touchdown now. (38-14). Warrenton's going to go for 2. They've only converted 1 of these 2-point conversions. Mincher stays into the game at fullback. Hernandez behind him. See if they run the same play to the right here, Coach.
Yep.
This time he's following Blondin into the hole, too. Blondin blocks.
Nicely done.
Wow, what a great play.
Good little power play right there.
Mincher and Blondin leading the way for Isaiah Hernandez to convert the 2-point conversion. 40-14 now.
Warrenton 40, St. Charles West 14.
The Warrenton Sports Network reminds you that at Gas Store Chevrolet, there are no gimmicks, no pressure, just fair prices and friendly faces. That's the Gas Store way every day. At Gas Store Chevrolet, we don't just sell cars, we deliver victories. .26-point lead now. Warrenton gets that touchdown back. Warrenton's got 2 touchdowns here in the second half. West has got 1.
Yeah, that was a well-executed drive by the Warriors that time. You know, to get a little mix of run and pass.
Which they've done well here in the second half.
They have.
Kudos to the coaching staff for mixing it up. Offense is really gelling. It's starting to look good on both sides, running the ball and throwing the ball.
Yes, they are, yeah.
Little pooch onside kick there, and it's recovered by Jordan Lopez. He's been a special team standout tonight.
Yes, he has. He's had a couple of good turnovers.
He's got a scoop and a score, and he's got the onside kick recovery for Warrenton. Ball's going to be spotted. Looks like at the 45-yard line, maybe the 46. 46.
First and 10 for St. Charles West, 46-yard line.
Blondin on the pitch to Tucker. He breaks the tackle, spins out of another. Gain of about 5 on the play, but there is a flag down.
Bradley Tucker takes the handoff, but there is a penalty marker on the play. Let's be on him.
Illegal
Looked
procedure.
Like, yeah.
Explain something.
You got some explaining to do.
Yep.
That negates the 5-yard pickup by Tucker. Make it 1st and 15. Hernandez back into the game for Warrenton.
Yeah, it's about the 4th or 5th illegal procedure call, Warrenton's had tonight. And I don't know if the center's picking the ball up. There's just a little bit of slight movement that's going on with that.
That's interesting because Coach Coper did come out to the side judge and ask for a little more information on that last penalty.
Really didn't see a whole extra, lot, from the other offensive linemen. So maybe there's just balls moving just slightly or whatever.
This time handoff to Tucker. He goes over the left tackle. Picks up about 3 on the play. Tackled by Keegan Maness again. He's had a good game defensively tonight for the West Warriors.
Brett Blankenship makes the stop. Second down and 12 from the St. Charles West 48-yard line.
Hernandez and Tucker empty the backfield. They're split out on both sides of the formation. Blondin back to pass. Looks to the left, pumps, throws across the middle, intended for Forrest, and what a great catch. And that's right at the first down marker.
Yeah,
Dietrich Forrest went and got that ball.
He did and took a big hit, after the catch. Held on to it. Good play, young man.
Blondin really put some steam on that pass as well.
Devin Majors makes the tackle. It is a first down for Warrenton.
And there wasn't a lot of separation on that play.
No, there wasn't. No.
Good job by Dietrich to come back and get the pass. 1st and 10 for the Big Red. 2 receivers on both sides of the formation. Tucker now joins the right side of the formation. Blondin empty backfield. West is bringing the blitz. Blondin slips and slides down. It's going to go down as a sack.
Blondin is sacked by Aiden Spinks.
Aiden Spinks will get the sack for St. Charles West. Christian tried to step up in the pocket, and he just hit a slippery spot.
Yeah, he did.
Lost his footing and went down. Looks like about a loss of 6 on the play. Make it 2nd and 16.
Second down and 16 from the West 42.
Empty backfield again. 3 receivers at the bottom of the formation, 2 at the top. West sneaks their linebacker up. A little blitz. Blondin pumps, rolls to his right, throws deep down the middle. Ball is tipped away nicely. Good defensive play there by Nick Bueller.
Yeah, he did. He made a really good jump on the ball.
Linebacker was in deep coverage there. 3rd and 16 now for the Big Red.
Third down and 16.
Blondin's passing. West is blitzing. Blondin steps up, looks to run. He's got room. He goes to the left side. Forced out of bounds and thrown out of bounds. A couple yards short of the first down marker. That was a gain of about 12 yards, though.
Keeps the ball. Derek Maxwell directs him out of bounds.
Yeah, did a good job of using his feet that time.
For the first down, it'll be 4th down.
4th and a couple here for the Big Red. Line the gain is going to be the 25, and the ball spotted at the 28.
27-yard line.
Tucker Hernandez in the backfield behind Blondin. Hand off to Tucker. He goes off right guard, up close to the first down.
Yeah, looks like they're going to give him the first.
And it's a first down.
And that is a Warrenton first down.
Just across the 25.
Looked like
First and 10.
Aiden Spinks made the tackle for the West Warriors. .5:43 left to go in the ball game. West ball spotted at the 25. Hand off to Hernandez. He gets the ball for about a 2-yard gain. Officials timeout.
Yeah, had a West player was down there, number 50, hobbling off the field.
He is hobbling off on his own power, a little limp there. Gain of 2 on the play for Hernandez.
Second and 8. 23-yard line.
Big Red are looking at a 2nd and 8 here. Play action pass. Blondin back to fake pass. Pumps and throws and completes. Caleb Locke with a touchdown. 25-yard touchdown from Blondin to Caleb Locke. Offensive line gave Blondin just a ton of time to pass.
Did. Yep, they absolutely did. Yeah, they've had a pretty good night all night up front.
Blondin's going to try to keep it, and then he pitches it back when he was halfway tackled to Tucker. Tucker's going to scoot in over the left side. A little improvisation there. Improv from Blondin to Tucker. Two-point conversion. Lead now 48-14 with 5:03 left to play in the ball game. Whether you're scoring touchdowns or scoring the perfect home, Hunter Sake Investments is your MVP. From new builds to cozy rentals, we've got winning properties across Warren and Montgomery County. Need commercial space? We got retail space, warehouse, and even the Jonesburg Party Center. Perfect for your next shower, graduation party, or post-game celebration. Locally owned, family operated, and always playing for the home team. Hunter Sake Investments, where Missouri finds home. Skylar Johnson on to do the kicking duties here. And he squib kicks it up the middle, picked up by West, and the receiver is returning it this time instead of falling on it, and he fumbles. And Warrenton's going to recover the fumble. Another turnover by St. Charles West.
I guess he should have fell on it. But I understand, you want to go pick up some yards.
That was Antoine Pierce on the fumble recovery for Warrenton.
Warrenton will have first and 10 from midfield.
Warrenton will have the ball first and 10 at 50-yard line.
Looks like their JV squad's coming in
Yep.
now. Get these guys a little bit of Friday night experience or Thursday night.
This is a couple of weeks in a row the JV's had some time to play.
That's good.
And somebody's calling timeout. It was like St. Charles West is going to call a timeout. On game day, it's all about teamwork, trust, and heart. At Main Street Real Estate, we bring the same spirit to every home journey. Whether you're buying, selling, or just exploring your options, our hometown team is with you every step of the way. We believe real estate isn't just a transaction, it's a life-changing experience. That's why we stay in constant communication, deliver expert guidance, and work relentlessly to help you reach your goals. Main Street Real Estate, your home team from game day to closing day, proudly supporting Warrenton Athletics and our community. So this is kind of a new formation. It looks like Warrenton's going to start here. They brought in Easton Holt, who's a running back, so maybe they're going to do a Wildcat, or is he going to be quarterback?
Well, I think he's the new quarterback at the JV level.
Oh, okay, because Sanders has been playing on the varsity.
He's been Sanders playing on the varsity. I don't know if he's hurt or not, or so.
Okay, so Easton Holt getting his first quarterback duties here on the varsity level. He hands off. Running back gets met after a 1-yard gain. Spinks on the tackle. And that was Henry Schneider, the freshman, on the carry there.
Yeah, that's Eli's little brother, I do believe.
That's great for a freshman to get varsity experience.
You bet.
Gain of 2 on the play for Henry. Holt gets the snap. Play action, throws it out in the left flat. Caught by Antoine Pierce, who got the kick recovery.
All right. Nice throw and catch that time.
Yeah, that's good rhythm there. Good pace. Yep. Timing is real good. Gain of about 3 on a play. Guccione on the tackle. Brings up 3rd and about 4. Easton Holt, the freshman quarterback here. Drops back to pass, flushed out of the pocket, rolls to his right, throws it downfield, intended for Pierce and broken up by the West defender. Nice little rollout by the Holt.
Yeah, he did a very nice job that time.
Kept the play alive.
He did. Yeah, I had the privilege of coaching his dad a number of years ago.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Add him to the list, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
That's fantastic. I love to hear that. It's like, is Warrenton in the punting formation here? I think they are.
Yeah.
Bad snap. Punter gets it and rolls out to his right.
Well, good kick.
That's Easton Holt with the punting, and what a great kick.
It's going to be down inside the 5-yard line.
Wow, they down it down about the 2-yard line.
Nicely
Great
done.
punt by Easton Holt.
Yeah, I like that. He didn't panic. Got the ball, had a little trouble with the snap, and, didn't panic and put off a nice kick.
You make an excellent point. That's a freshman who did not panic.
You bet.
I mean, a lot of composure there from a young man. Antoine Pierce down the ball at the 2-yard line. That's where St. Charles West will start their next possession. 3:13 left to go in the game. Just under the threshold for the running clock here. Looks like Sigma is the quarterback for West here. Hands it off up the middle. Ball carrier gains about 3 on the play up to the 5-yard line. It's 47 for Warrenton.
Second down and 6.
Hand off to Fox this time. He's up close to the 10-yard line.
Fox for St. Charles West.
Will Ohms on the tackle. He's had a good night tonight as well.
Yeah, he has. Yeah, he's made a lot of good plays.
I've just been told we have half price on hot dogs, hamburgers, and pretzels at the concession stand. Half price. I wonder if the kid knows. I'm sure by now he knows.
Under 2 minutes now. West has the ball at the 10-yard line. Elijah Mitchell on the carry. No, I'm sorry. Elijah Fox.
That time, yeah.
And he gets enough for St. Charles West first down. Ball spotted at the 20-yard line. Morris on the tackle for the Big Red.
Yeah, he did a nice job coming up and making the tackle. Good open field tackle, that young man.
In the games he's been playing here lately, he's been doing a good job on defense.
You bet.
He gets better every game. Sigma throws it this time, completed to Brody Anderson out in the left flat, and he's driven out of bounds close to the 30-yard line. Tackle there by Warrenton's Jay Sanders. Gain of 8 on the play.
Morris making the tackle again. Second down and 2 from the 28.
Under a minute now left to play here at Steve Stahl Stadium. Sigma throws it out in the right flat. Completed the tight end, Jace Little on that page. Thompson on the tackle for the Big Red. That brings up 3rd and short for West. Warrenton's creeping their linebackers up. Sigma's going to do a little play action. Rolls pet right, throws it. Completed to Anson Disseldorf. Now for a West first down. 1st and 10, ball spotted at the 34. Tackled by Joe Green. They called him down inbounds, and that's going to be the last play of the ball game. Your final score here at St. Charles West, Warrenton 48, St. Charles West 14. We'll be back with the Fast Lane postgame show in just 1 second. The final whistle blown, but your journey's just getting started. At Fastlane, we're all about keeping you moving, whether it's a quick bite, a fresh brewed coffee, or top-tier fuel. Fastlane delivers fast, friendly service every time. With clean stores, everyday essentials, and smiles to match, we're your reliable stop across the region. So wherever the road takes you after the game or any day, refuel your day at Fastlane. Welcome in, folks, to the Fast Lane postgame show. Your front row seat to all the action, analysis, and highlights from tonight's matchup. Powered by Fast Lane, where convenience meets speed, we're breaking down every big play, standout performance, and game-changing moment. Whether you're tuning in from the bleachers or catching us on the go, we've got everything you need to relive the drama, celebrate the stars, and look ahead to what's next. So buckle up, because the Fast Lane postgame show starts now. Once again, your final score here at St. Charles West is Warrenton 48, St. Charles West 14. Coach, another good game from the Big Red.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. They came out, started off a little slow, there in the first quarter, but they, kind of got themselves gathered up and, produced a number of points in a hurry. I think one of the things I was impressed with tonight is, we were able to get the special teams involved, with the key kickoff return from Tucker, that really sparked them, after they got down 7-6, and that was kind of the turning point of the game. And then, on defensively, the interception return for a touchdown, or scoop and score, I guess is what it was, for the touchdown. So, just a lot of different areas, we're clicking for Warrenton tonight.
Yeah, we're seeing them really come together and getting better. Special teams, like you talked about, and the offense is getting better as far as both receiving and running, mixing it up.
Yeah, I saw a lot more balanced attack tonight out of Warrenton tonight. They weren't heavy, in either direction, So, I think they're getting to be do a better job, of running the football. So that's going to pay dividends for them, against a good Holt team next week.
So we want to give a shout out to the stars of the game. Our number 3 star is going to go to St. Charles West, Ty Ducat, who did a great job running the ball, ran the ball really hard. Special teams, he played well, had a couple of long runs, and then defensively made a lot of great tackles.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he's a good player. He'd be a starter on anybody's team for sure. And being able to run the ball and come back in and play middle linebacker like he does. He's a good young ball player. Absolutely.
So shout out to Ty Ducat. And then our number 2 star, we're going to give to our defensive teams and special team players.
Yeah, defensively, good old Mean Joe Green right there.
Yes, sir.
He earned that nickname tonight. So, he had a lot of good, key tackles and an interception tonight. Just did a great job all over the field. And, he just had an excellent game, one he can hang his hat on tonight. And then also, Jordan Lopez, had the scoop and score, for a touchdown and just did an excellent job, on defensively and on the special team. So kudos to both of those guys.
Absolutely. And then we want to give a shout-out to our number 1 stars. We're going to give them to Brody Reel and Caleb Locke. Both did a great job receiving tonight. Brody Reel, 2 touchdowns. Caleb Locke with a touchdown himself. Last week it was Diedrich Forrest, and this week it was all the other receivers stepping up. Diedrich had a good game too, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
But, it's good to see. But, if you're game planning to try to stop Warrenton, you've got to cover all their receivers.
Exactly. Those 2 young men did a great job stepping up tonight and made a lot of key catches. I believe Reel had a couple touchdown catches. And, Locke put him in position, a couple times, got him down inside the 10-yard line on receptions. And what I saw, just running really good routes, and they're coming back and catching the football.
Yes, love to see that.
You bet.
So that's a wrap on tonight's Fast Lane postgame show. Thanks for running the turf with us through every block, tackle, and score. From clutch plays to unforgettable moments, we've covered it all. And the road ahead looks just as thrilling. Next up, the Big Red will return home on Friday, October 3rd to take on the Holt Indians. The next Warrenton Sports Network broadcast will be Monday, September 29, when we will broadcast the soccer game versus Winfield. Until then, this is Keith Brown along with Coach Mack reminding you to stay fast, stay sharp, and we'll see you in the Fast Lane.